Hello out there. I just want to make a video on a couple simple dirt cheap tracks that you could make. Take you maybe a couple hours total for your 124 scale crawler. All I used was these wooden skewers that you could buy from the grocery store. Hot glue gun, or any glue, but hot glue gun to me is just easy and faster, and then some kind of pliers that have a little cutting edge on it. And then all I did was I made a bunch of these little ladders. That's basically just taking two main skewers, cutting a bunch of them in half, and then just gluing them on there, and then you just attach them on here however you see fit. I made a little V channel here for the crawler to climb up, little top piece just so it could level off, and then I made a little slope. This thing in total I think is about 2 feet. It's really small, really flimsy, but I have plenty of more skewers I could just reinforce it. But that's just a really simple way I think you can make a little cool little course, and then I have another one I'll show you guys. Another quick idea is this detachable piece. It's just the same ladder that I made this whole thing out of, except I just glued two little pieces on here. So you could put it here or add it to the slope, or you could put it anywhere on here just to have another extra little incline or obstacle. This is the wood shim and popsicle stick course I made for my 124 scale. All I used was a hot glue gun to keep everything together. So this thing cost me like 10 bucks probably to make. For a quick reference, I measured it. It's 4 feet by 2 feet, and it's about 13 inches high. And this whole thing, I don't know, probably weighs like, I don't know, 5-6 pounds, and you could lift it up, and the whole thing you could move and put down wherever, so you could play with that on like the kitchen table or something if you want to. So basically, for the most part, all I did was put the shims as mainly like the track, and then I just put the popsicle sticks as like the foundation, basically, to like hold everything together. I did like split them in pieces and like glued them on the side, and put more shims here and more of them here, and then use the popsicle sticks to hold them together. And then like this one, I just kind of put them at like an angle and use some of the popsicle sticks to like hold them together. And same with here, but this time I only used one. I used the popsicle sticks, and like they like actually like bend, so when the weight from the vehicle is on it, it actually makes it kind of difficult. It's a pretty good challenge. And it comes up here. I had to put some wood up here because it was just was that center pointing, or however you call it. The center of the truck kept rubbing right there, and it wouldn't move once it got there, so I had to add some pieces of wood that I just had scraps of, and I also added some little scraps of wood here. I mean, if you didn't have any scraps at all, you could literally either get the shims and like use a razor blade or something and cut them, or the popsicle sticks and just stack them, and then hot glue them all together, and it'd do the same thing. I was just cheating a little bit and used these little pieces of wood, but I have this big platform. So this guy, which doesn't have the greatest turning radius, can reverse and go back and forth through like a 180 point turn, because that's what it takes to finally turn around and go up. But one thing that when I make another one is I definitely need to make these inclines and declines a lot less steep, because especially that one right there, it's it's kind of its limit almost, because once it gets here, it gets close to tipping over. So that's what I recommend if you guys want to build something like this. It's actually kind of fun. This took me like a couple hours to do, watching some TV and just doing it. So I recommend it. If you have any questions, let me know. in regards to me putting the crawler on this track, I'll do that in another video just so I can keep this video short.